Good morning, everyone. I'm Rebecca Gabriel. Welcome to today's daily card reading. Now, it's Sunday, the 21st of February. I hope you're having a beautiful weekend. I've decided to pull again 2 cards for today's reading. So the first card is from the Magdalene Oracle card deck, and this card is called Little Children. Now, the message with this card is now's a really beautiful time to express yourself. Express your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions in any way that feels natural for you. So it may be that you love dancing, singing, gardening. Perhaps you love talking. Perhaps you love to write and journal. Whatever your way of expressing yourself, now's a really good time to do that. And the reason is that it helps us to let go of emotional blockages that we have. And for many of us, with all of the changes that have been going on in the world at the moment, we've got a lot of stored emotional blockages, and it really does create a little bit of inner chaos for us. We're unable to think clearly and to see the way forward or to visualize. So when we do as children do, when they have no filters and they just openly express themselves, they are free to be who they are. They know who they are, they're confident in their own being, and they are coming from a place of real inner freedom. So the message for all of us is let go and release and just experience that inner child, that sense of freedom and liberation, whatever that is for you. So if you've been feeling a little bound up, tight, perhaps a little emotionally closed down, this is a brilliant way to experience some relief. It's a beautiful way to experience less stress and more relaxation and peace within. Now, we talked a little bit about accessing our creativity yesterday with that nurturing energy of the Empress and really birthing new things in our life. So that comes from a place of creativity. So in the same way, be like children and express yourself. Have some fun, let your hair down, and really enjoy your natural way of being without overthinking it. As adults, we tend to overthink things, and that's how we get blockages. So this is your time to be able to express your feelings and emotions and just sort of let go. It also helps us to sort of have a renewed sense of enthusiasm for life and to help us work through those things that are keeping us stuck, when we're having trouble seeing clearly to problem solve things. Perhaps it may be blockages in relationships at the moment. Whatever it is, take a deep breath, let your hair down and go and relax and experience a little bit of fun in your life. Play as children do, express yourself as children do. We all know that, for instance, when kids are with paints and drawing and they don't think about it at all, they just put the colour down and they express what's in their mind and in their heart, and this is what we need to do as well. So it's going to help you to feel a lot more at peace with yourself, and you'll probably feel a sense of flow with your communication. So if you're struggling in relationships at the moment or struggling to even articulate what's going on for you inside your mind and inside your heart, this will really help you to release and to even to be able to see where you are having preconceived ideas and stuck on notions that perhaps you need to let go of. That there may be some previous beliefs and thoughts and philosophies that you've held tightly onto for such a long time, and maybe this is a way of being able to let go of those and provide some space and ways to think and see and feel your life differently so you can be different. And I think really that's where the message is coming from, is to help us to let go. We need to experience that sense of inner freedom. And that is to let go in those areas we've been really tightly holding on to. So for memory, a couple of days ago with the Buddhism reading card, yes, it was about attachment and how we become so fixated on an idea that that is the only way for us to have happiness or the only way to be in our life. And sometimes the attachment is on something we don't want. So either way, all of these messages are saying time to let go. Time to create that space for possibilities in a different way, for you to be a different way, for you to see and feel differently. So be like children this weekend, express yourself, have some fun and relax. Now the complimentary card with this, as always, they go beautifully together, and this is from the Spirit Messages deck. This one here by John Holland, and the card that was pulled is Find Your Center. So this is all about becoming grounded and understanding who you are, because whatever's going on inside of you right now is what is being manifested in your external reality. So if you're very tightly bound up, you're stressed, shut down a little bit, perhaps emotionally, then you're going to find that your outside world is going to be reflecting that back to you. So it's going to feel quite challenging. So this card is aimed at you to help you to slow down and to ground. Now, what does that mean? Well, for instance, for myself this morning, I went down to the local park and I took my shoes off. The grass was beautiful and soft and wet, and I just walked on the grass. And I slowed my walk right down to feel and notice everything that I was experiencing. And it was really beautiful because I started to notice not only how the grass felt beneath my feet, but I could hear more, noticed more. My breathing slowed down and I felt really peaceful. I actually didn't feel compelled to think about anything in particular, which was my way of grounding and settling my energy and settling my mind. So this is what you are being invited to do as well. It helps us to reconnect with our spiritual self as well, so that we can hear what we need to hear, that inner voice, that guidance that we receive. And as we ground ourselves and we find our center, Spirit is able to speak to us and we are able to hear. We're able to hear the guidance that we need to hear. Sometimes when we get so bound up and so emotionally blocked, we can't hear the guidance. And we just keep doing the same things. We keep going around and around. So it's lovely that we've been invited to let go and express ourselves, to release the emotional blockages, and then go and ground yourself so that you're placing yourself in a place that's, well, you're more receptive. You're more receptive. That's what I'm trying to say. So life does get chaotic around us for sure. But when we deliberately relax and let go and we ground, then we can bring a sense of peace within. We can pull back away from the stresses and the strains of what's happening around us and go within and really find that inner peace, reconnect with our spirit, reconnect with our soul, and know that truly we are okay at the end of the day. And that we're going to find the answers, the aha moments, the settling within, that peace within when we ground ourselves. Yeah. It helps us just to naturally let go of anxieties and stresses as well. When we realise that we are not the outside world, we are not whatever chaos is going on outside of us. And we can create a balanced mind, body and soul. I love that. That feels really beautiful, just even reading that and knowing that, yeah, life can get pretty overwhelming and anxious and stressful at times. But, we don't need to stay in that energy. We don't need to stay connected to that energy. Sometimes we get a card called the Observe card, which asks us to pull back and to observe what's going on rather than being in that chaotic energy. So in many ways, this is very similar. It's finding our own center and finding our inner peace. So I hope that has been helpful to you today, everybody. Go and express yourself, have a little fun, be like children, let go, and then find a way to ground yourself and find your center for that inner peace. All right, my friends, this is your reading for today. I will post it on YouTube, Instagram and Facebook. Have a beautiful day. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday and your weekend, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye now.